Good morning, Jesse.
Good morning, Kelly. How are you?
Great Manic Monday today, I can tell you that.
Manic Monday, that is right. It is just a crazy day, but beautiful out.
I know it's turning green everywhere, I think. Okay, well, it's another great video by Kelly and Jesse this morning, and we're doing a morning because we really had a crazy afternoon video we did last week.
That's right. Well, we're really in the swing of things here with our upgrades for 1811. We're through one full week of our webinar upgrades. And what can we talk about today, Kelly?
Today, we're going to jump into the advanced editor for cataloging. It's a lot of partners' favorite part of Koha now that we've created this advanced editor feature. It's been around since, what, 322?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I feel like it's enhanced each and every upgrade that there's been new enhancements added. So they've added a new ability to create a control number of the libraries, to assign one each time you create a record. To do that, we're going to go into our authorized values and tell Koha where we'd like to start the numbering sequence. And under authorized values, yep, there is a category called control num sequence.
Okay.
Yep, right there.
Fabulous.
So we did create one for, say, if we wanted to create a separate numbering sequence for our serials in the 001. But as Jesse and I were talking, we thought maybe there was a reason that we would want to create a different numbering sequence for something like equipment. So if you were cataloging and circulating equipment, maybe you wanted to match those, number sequences you have somewhere else. So if we created a new value for that, the value is the numbering sequence you want to create. So if we wanted to create this at a number of like 500, then the first record we create, that number would be 500. The next record we create, it would be 501.
Kelly, I just thought of a good example. When I was at working at the consortium, anything that was purchased by the county, we had like little barcodes that were assigned from the county itself and then placed on all the equipment. Okay. So that would be another way, a perfect way to kind of track that number in the system for the library. So let's put one in here. So we'll start this at what you gave an example of, what, 500?
Yep.
Perfect. And then for the description, we can use anything in there that we want to kind of track that. So as Kelly mentioned, we'll put equipment in there. And of course, as all authorized values go, if this was a particular branch limitation, if you did have multiple locations, you could break that down. In our case, we're going to leave it set to all libraries.
Perfect. Now, as you can see, we have two authorized values for this control num sequence, so we can use either or when we're cataloging.
Excellent. One thing I just thought about, if some of our libraries aren't using the advanced editor in cataloging, maybe we could just quick show them how to turn that on too, if you aren't using that. If you do go and we scroll down to interface, you have enable advanced catalog editor, and you'll see a drop down here for enable or don't enable. So if you haven't used it yet, you can easily turn that on.
Now, this is something that is only available in the advanced cataloging editor. However, you could still use this if you were creating records in the basic editor and then just popped over to the advanced editor to turn on that 001. So let's go through the process. We're here in a record. We'll go back to cataloging. If you are first enabling it for the first time, you will see that new button, advanced editor. If not, then you know this process. Just go here, create. Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So for all of you that are probably familiar with this is our 001. So I essentially just hit the enter key, and that took me to a new line. We typed in our 001 field, and I'm going to hit the tab button, and now you'll see that populates a drop down here where it says control number. Right now we can see there it says unset. However, we can assign the next field, and there's that 500 that we had just populated in our authorized value. You do have a drop down, so if we were doing our serials, I could select serials and assign next. That would take me to our 126, which is the next available number there. There is an override button. So if we wanted to use something specific, or we needed to scan, again, one of those county barcodes on there, we could hit that override, enter a number in there, hit OK, and you'll notice that now we do have that control number assigned.
Yep. So I love that flexibility to say, I can't use that next number for whatever reason. I need to go to another one. Now, the next record we create, we will have the ability to go back to the 500 or the 501. So this is great.
This is great. And as Kelly mentioned earlier, you can switch between the basic editor. So if you're more comfortable in the basic editor and you want to switch over, remember that you have to save changes in between each one. But again, this can take you over to that control number here where we can populate that field and move back and forth. So that's always going to be between your settings and then switch to advanced editor. Just remember, always save those changes before you switch.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's create one and save it and go over to the basic editor and make sure it shows up. Okay, so now we're going to create a record using that 001 and save it just so we can see how it looks.
Okay, so we're going to come over here, hit enter, add our 001 in. Let's do equipment for this one. So we'll say assign next. There's our 502. We'll add in our 003 field. We're going to come in and also add our 004. We'll add a great little video here. Ellie and Jesse. We're going to add in our 942.
Control.
There
you go.
There we go. DVD. And let's save that to the catalog.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Great. That's awesome. Okay, do you want to hit view and let's look at it from the regular bib record?
Perfect.
There she be. And then you could go in and edit it. Yep.
So we'll switch editors now.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. Let's switch over to basic. And there's that control number now.
There's your control number. So you do have the ability to, if you're not comfortable in advanced editor but want to use this feature, there is some flexibility with it. So this is a great new feature. I actually had heard from a partner last week and I was very, very happy to say this actually is going to exist come June. So 1811 is coming to a Koha near you in the month of June. So exciting.
All right, excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly, and I'll see you in a few minutes. You're getting ready to teach another technical services webinar.
We'll go through this again.
We'll see everyone next week. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you.